This video will be a bit different. It's going to be less about fitness and just my story, how I got to where I'm at today from elementary coming up. So, to start it off, in first grade or kindergarten, I was put in dual language classes. Yo puedo hablar español. I know Spanish at a pretty decent level. I would say I'm 80% proficient. I was really good when I was 16, but the past 4 years just haven't been using it very much, but I could still hold a conversation with basically anyone, and I can maneuver my way in Spanish anywhere I want to. And also recently I've been trying to learn Japanese, but man, languages are hard to learn, especially when you have a lot of other things going on. But back to elementary. Growing up, my dad put me into a lot of sports. I played baseball, basketball, football, you name it, I played it, everything. And I was a lot skinnier, but I always had abs. I had a good physique. I just had that athletic build. And growing up, you always want to become an NFL star, or you go pro in anything. Like, who doesn't want to go pro in anything? You always think that it's going to be you until you grow up, and it's not you, obviously. But all of elementary, guys, I was a really, really big introvert. I didn't, like, if I got called on in class, my face would go bright red. Like, if he was like, "Hey, Caden, what's the answer to this?" I'd be like, it's 4. My face would literally, doesn't matter if I had it right, didn't matter what was going on. If he called on me and I spoke, my face would literally just go bright red. Like, I don't know why I would get so nervous and so anxious that my face would just literally go bright red, and my friend would always be like, "Oh, you look like a tomato," and then it would just enhance it times 10. And that just happened like all of middle school, and it happened all of elementary school, and freaking middle school, and high school. It just recently stopped. I mean, I've been like an introvert. I was always scared to like speak out loud. I mean, even speaking like this was something that I've never even dreamed of being able to do, or just speaking on camera, posting it, not caring what people think, and just being happy with it. But back to elementary school, it was typical. Just played sports, just lived life. I was a kid, did elementary school, learned some Spanish. And then once middle school hit, that's when you kind of get rid of some of the sports, figure out which ones you actually like. So middle school, I just played soccer, and I played football and basketball. Cut out baseball because I did not like it. It sucked. I was not very good at it either way. But then middle school, cut out basketball once that was over, and soccer as well. Going into high school, all I did was just football. But back to middle school, of like me working out, guys, because you want to know more about me in that sense as well. So in middle school is when I really did start working out. In 7th grade, I think sixth grade summer, going into my seventh grade, whatever, it was around there is when I really like first touched the gym, bro. It's when I first touched it. I would go to Chihuahua, walk there right after school. I mean, that's the high school I went to, guys. You can look it up, see where I live now. But I would walk from my middle school to the high school because it was right down the road. I would work out with all the football guys, just do whatever they did. So there was no structure back in the day, but I mean, I was a kid just following along, doing the back squat, doing the power cleans, you name it, I did it. And I did that for 2 years. And then 8th grade, I was good size, bro. Oh, I actually wrestled, guys. I freaking almost forgot. And my dad was the wrestling coach. So in middle school, I wrestled, I played football, I played basketball, and I played soccer. And the workouts were just out the window, bro. I was just following whatever the football boys did. And yeah, it got me decently far. But those were all the sports I played. But then 8th grade year, you got to realize that wrestling is at the end of the year. So I was the biggest I was. I was feeling good. I'm like, let's freaking go, dude. We're about to go into this freshman year. I'm going to be the starting running back. I'm going to be feeling good. I'm going to be feeling great. And literally towards the end of the year, I wrestled like 4 matches. I was 4-0. I was good, bro. I was like, I'm good at wrestling, bro. Maybe we'll do this in high school. Bow, snap my leg, get surgery. Out for like freaking 6-9 months. Can't do nothing. Come back, just lost so much size and strength. Like, I swear all my progress was just gone. And you got to realize my right leg was just severely undersized. But then it was time to rebuild, okay? It was time to freaking build. So I started going hard, bro. Went to PT, worked out. Like, I was right back in the gym. Because middle school, I got really addicted to the gym. Because I was honestly super skinny growing up. I was that athletic build. And then as I hit middle school, I was like, bro, I'm freaking skinny, dog. Like, yeah, I got abs, bro, but I got freaking noodles. I got noodles right here. This is not gonna work. And I just didn't like my body, and I didn't have any confidence. Like, the fact that I couldn't even speak in class in front of 30 people. The biggest thing that I always had a fear of, bro, like, was how am I gonna talk at my brother's wedding? I was like, am I that big of an introvert that I'm not even going to have the ability to go in front of people and speak? Like, even at my brother's wedding, I was having the feeling like, bro, there's no way I don't. I'm like, bro, I'm not being your best man. Like, I can't do all that. But now, with the place that I'm at in my life, I know I can do it. And that was just self-growth. But, so I got hurt back in 8th grade. Sucked, bro. Like, having to get that surgery. Like, you feel freaking metal. I still, to this day, have metal in my leg. And it affects my range of motion. And if I hit it on anything, ooh, boy, that's another pain, bro. Metal to metal, whoo. It hits like a nerve. You're just like, oh, bro, just thinking about it sucks. But freshman year comes around, and I was like, you know, we're undersized. We got metal in our legs. Let's go out there and just try our best, play our hardest. And I wasn't that good. You know, I lost a lot of speed, lost a lot of size. Wasn't as good at sports anymore. I mean, what do you expect, though, from an injury like that? It's pretty detrimental. It's like tearing your ACL at the end of the day. That shit's detrimental. You're not going to be able to move the same after that. But I wasn't very good my freshman year. And then tell me why. It was pinching a nerve. Like, my screws were pinching a nerve. So I had to go back, get more surgery to get a screw removed from my foot. I'm like, okay, some more time off. Screw it. Lose even more size. And then I come back, I'm like, all right, let's rebuild as hard as freaking possible. And at this time, I don't think I had any structure. I was just still showing up to summer weights, doing whatever, working out with the school. And I think I would occasionally go to the gym around here, but it was no structure, just going in there and just repeating what I would do at school. But then sophomore year comes around, I rebuilt pretty well. I was like, yeah, this is good. I'm going to my sophomore year. I was starting running back for the JV team. I go in there, very first game, bro. I'm having a really good game. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm back. I'm freaking loaded. My leg is healthy. I'm squatting a lot. My upper body feels good. Go out there, first game. I swear, I was running back. I run out to the side. I catch a ball like this, running. 2 guys come over me. Doop. I land right on this collarbone, bro. And to this day, it has a freaking huge bump. I almost had to get surgery on this one, too. But thankfully, it was close enough together that it binded back together. But I still have a huge bump because they did separate a lot, and it just had to create a whole ball over it so that they would form together. So now it's even stronger than it was before. But as you can assume, another season lost, another however many months it was. I don't know exactly how long, but I just had my arm like this for days and months. Just stuck right here. Lost all muscle. Right arm was just having to carry the boats, you know. Putting freaking my dominant arm is continuing to just get stronger than my left one. But finally, I recover from that, bro. I recover. And at this time, the season had already ended. I had missed the entire season. And snowboarding season comes. And at the time, I wanted to try snowboarding. I was a big skier, but went to go snowboard. Stupidest idea of my life. I went down the hill twice. I think the first time I was like getting used to it. I was like, okay, this ain't that hard. Went down the hill, and then my second time going down, I was like, this blue ain't nothing. This blue circle ain't nothing. Went down the blue thing, and I was like, bro, let's see how fast I can go. Caught an edge. I was out there like Superman, literally caught an edge, and you could see me. I was just flying forward, bro. Bow. Hit my collarbone again, and I'm doing this like I did when I broke it the first time, and it's like popping again. I'm like, oh, I broke it again. Let's go recover, bro. Tell me why. I had just gotten healthy right before this happened, and I was so mad. I didn't talk to anyone. I just sat there, and I was like, this is over. Like, this is like, am I just injury prone? Like, this is just all happened to me for a reason. But it just happened to be cracked. Didn't break. All it did was crack. But still, time off. You know, I'm trying to freaking bench. The first time trying to come back from my collarbone injury, I couldn't bench for nothing. It hurt so bad. Like, you'd press off your chest, and it would feel like your collarbone was just coming out of your body. Happens again. I've recovered. Then it happened again. It feels like it's coming out of my body. Still can't bench. Hard to do a lot of movements. And you got to grant, like, this is when I'm 17 years old, guys. That's like 3 years ago. When the crack healed, that's when things really changed for the better. No more injuries. I mean, granted, like, my junior and senior year, like, I had, like, minimal injuries. It was nothing major, but, like, my hamstring or, like, my hip flexor, something would act up. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm meant to play sports. This is not for me. But at the whole time, you got to realize that I'm just grinding the gym. Like, all times of the day, I'm always grinding the gym. Like, even always growing up, the only setbacks that I have is just from injuries, bro. Injuries. But I always kept coming back because there's just, like, something deeply rooted inside of me that I want to see how far I can take my physique. I'm 20 years old, and I mean, I've been able to build this. And I see a lot of guys online where so many people love to say, oh, he's not natural. He's not natural. He's not. But at the end of the day, I believe that they're natural, and I really hope that they are natural, because then that means that I can accomplish that one day. And if I could accomplish that one day, then that gives me a sense of hope to keep pushing, to keep showing up, to keep building, that I'm not at my natural limit yet. And that's how other people should look at me. Even people now, people call me unnatural. Like, I'm sorry that I showed up for 6 days a week. I dieted my ass off for, 4 years now, or 3 years now? And I've worked out for 6 years now, just trying my best to continue showing up for myself every single day in every single aspect. You will not have once caught me taking like a week off from the gym. If I was actually healthy, there is not a single week that I did not go. I at least went a couple times, or even like, I think the bare minimum, bro, was like, if I'm healthy, the bare minimum was like 5 days a week, 4 days a week. I don't think I've ever done less than that in my life, just for the sheer fact that I want it that bad. Like, I want to really break the natural limit. Like, I want to see how big and shredded I can get, and it's a life goal of mine. How far can I take this physique, and how, like, I want to inspire people. I want to do it 100% naturally, to inspire other people, to show them what's actually possible. I don't want to freaking just be a fake natty and be like, oh yeah guys, look, I'm natural, like this is possible, when it's really not. If I continue to show up and be a natural in years, like 24, when I'm 25, I can break the natural limit and show you guys what's possible. And I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, that's really my goal in life. I want to see how far I can really take this. Like, what's my limit? Like, how much more can I learn? How much better can I get at this bodybuilding thing and putting on muscle as fast as possible? And it's just, all of that is going to bleed into my program. Like, right now I have a amazing program. Everyone is completely winning. Results are just out of this world. People are changing very fast. Like 11 weeks, 10 weeks, people are just like losing 20 pounds, gaining strength. And I'm like, dude, like, my method works, because it worked for me. Like, I'm not lying right here. I was 190 pounds 3 months ago. I was curling 50s for hammers. I was doing 50-pound dumbbells for 8 reps. Tell you not, today, I weigh 175, 15 pounds less, and I curled 60s for 2 sets. Bro, that is nuts to me. Like, yeah, it was a very slow climb, but what do you expect? I'm like freaking 2%, or not 2, I'm like 8% body fat. So putting on strength and size it's something that shouldn't even be possible. But what makes it possible is steps. I'll tell you that right now, because it helps you recover, burns fat, and it burns calories. And burning those calories allows me to eat more, so I can put more into my carbs, and I can put more into my protein, so that my body has enough nutrients to actually build the muscle. So, and leading up to where I'm at now, guys, like, after high school finished, I went into the workforce. Through high school, I had a job at Target. I worked at Target. That was my very first job. I worked there until I worked there for like 2 years, from 16 to 18. I got a job right when I turned 16. Like, that's like the personal side of things. I got a job at Target, and then after that, when I was 18, as soon as I graduated, I had gotten a job as a material handler doing construction. Both of those jobs suck. It made me realize that I want to do this. I had always been into the gym, and when I was 18, that's when I started my page, and I wasn't even that good of shape. Like, I was in solid shape, but nowhere near where I'm at today, you know, and the systems that I have today, they're just completely different and 100 times better, and that's why I get people the results that I get them. But I worked those 2 jobs, but then I realized that this isn't my passion, and I had an electrician test to become an apprentice as an electrician. Like, you work as a material handler, you work your way up. But I had a test, and I was like, bro, I don't want to pass this. I failed it the first time. Second time I took it, and I was like, the entire time I was taking the test, I was like, I'm not passionate. I don't want to do this. And I almost passed it, considering I didn't even try. I wasn't even wanting to pass it. Took it, failed it, and after that, I went all in on my coaching. The past year and a half now, I've been full-time coaching, helping people every day, and that's my passion now. Don't get me wrong. It's like, I put in long hours every single day, probably over 80 hours a week. So it's more time, but it's worth it. The return is worth it. Like, seeing me help these people, it's worth it. Like, even if I have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day, even earlier than when I had a job, I get up even earlier and I go to bed even later, running on 6 hours of sleep every day. It's worth it, because this is my passion, to help you guys and to make something of myself. you know, because as a kid I was always shy and an introvert, and I don't want to be that person. I want to be able to grow and show people that change really is possible. When you don't think that you can change and lose the weight, change is possible. I changed myself. I'm able to come out here and speak on this camera now for over 20 minutes without even stopping or like, oh, what's my script? What do I say next? Like, I'm not lying, guys. Before, I used to have to script out my entire YouTube videos, like bar for bar, word for word. I would literally memorize 2 sentences and say it, and then cut. Memorize, say it, cut. It took me like over 2 hours just to record a 10-minute YouTube video, just because I was reading shit word for word. It sounded not very good. Wasn't the best. Spent a lot of time editing it just for it to flop because it's not authentic and it wasn't me. This is the real me, guys. This is me. It's talking to you from my heart, from my head. No script, no nothing. This is my story from the bottom to the top. And overall, I'm going to miss a lot of things, right? Because I'm not going with a script. I'm just explaining my story as I go. And if I do miss a couple things, I try to come back and explain it to you. There's just a couple parts. But I mean, as you guys you guys don't even know this either. I have 3 siblings. I have 1 brother, 2 sisters. They're all older than me. I'm the youngest, and I have two parents in their 50s, and I'm 20 years old. So, I mean, yeah, guys, this is the real me. This is just the raw me, just showing you guys what's good. And this is your soon-to-be coach. If you want to DM me, I'll leave a link in the description. Get a one-on-one consultation call. But until then, guys, I want to make another one of these, just kind of break into a little bit more depth. But until then, I really hope you guys enjoyed this and you know a little bit more about me now.